Hello everyone, my name's Craig. That was the Beatles' Nowhere Man, and it's a little bit complicated. It's a pretty interesting song to play. Okay, let's see if I can explain it properly. I started in C, then G, F, and C, D minor, F minor, and C are the chords. I'm actually going to start in C. They call it C5 because I'm starting on this third fret here. I'm barring both the top two strings and getting the melody by plucking the bottom three strings here and then strumming the whole top. That's my C, G, a G, and then the famous G sus chord. If anyone's seen any of my other videos, you'll know that's one of my favourite transitions, because it's so good for melody. So G, let the A string ring if you're playing a G like this with three fingers. Oops, I never play it with three fingers. It's like you're letting go of that top string. So C, G, then it's F. Nothing changes over here, you're just plucking the different strings. And then a C again. I'm not actually playing the top string, so I don't need to fret it really, but just strumming backwards from the second string on those melody notes. Then we're into the D minor. And again, sometimes I can only be strumming two notes for that very start bit because I'm really emphasizing the bass note. Making all his nowhere plans. Now this is the tricky bit. Nowhere plans is it's an F minor chord. Normally you'd fret the first fret there, the first fret on the second string, and you'd reach up and fret the C on the top string. But I'm only going to ever play it as a three-string chord, so let's not worry about the fretting the top. So it's like an F, and then you flatten the bottom string. But the tricky part is the very first note of the melody is actually an open, it's an E. So as I go to play the F minor, I'm really only fretting the one fret here, and I'm playing three strings. Sounds a bit weird, but it's because it's the melody note. Nowhere plans. So after the D minor, I'm fretting one finger, then I'm placing the finger back for the F minor, and I'm getting a melody note under here on the third string, second fret. And then I'm letting it go, and there we've got the F minor again. So yeah, if I break it right down, you're basically playing an F minor without the top string, so it's just three strings. The very first note, you're going to actually lift off your first finger. Then you place it back, and you do a couple of strums where you're alternating, adding the second fret there. So that's the trickiest part, I think, of the whole song. It's quite a little cramped chord. And it's sort of knowing which order to put your fingers. Just one finger, two fingers, three, letting that one go. So it's, you're letting different fingers go. But the main part is to be holding the F note. Actually no, it's a G sharp. G sharp is in the F minor, so that's the important note to be hitting, the first fret. Okay, nowhere nowhere plans for, and then we're in C again. So I'm barring a C5, so both the top frets, and when I strum it, I'm doing a quick hammer on to the second fret. Nobody making all his nowhere plans for. So third fret together, and then hammering down on the second fret after I've strummed it, and then letting it go. Alright, I'll play all that again. This is the very first part of the first verse. F to C, D minor. Now F minor, one finger, two fingers, and the second fret underneath. Let go that finger, put it back, and then C, and hammer that second finger again. So that note has been playing a lot in different shapes. So play through the melody and just know exactly where it is, and then it fits in around the chords we're playing. And as soon as you've sung Nobody, there's a little guitar riff piece that so just a melody, or still in C. Nobody, and we're starting again. D minor, F minor, now the second time through it's tricky because what's different? The very first time, making all these nowhere plans for nobody, he takes a breath and then goes bum 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 bum. But the second time, what are the lyrics? The second time it's isn't he a bit like you and me? And that little riff is exactly the same, bum, 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 but it actually happens exactly on the beat. There's no breath after he finishes the word. So that's the reason why I'm playing it this way. As soon as I've done this hammer on the second time, isn't he a bit like you? So that's the reason for playing this as a C5 both times, because I want that note in it, the second string note. So it's actually complicated to explain. I'll play through. This is the trouble with not knowing how to read music and just doing it from memory. I'll play through the whole first verse. Its two parts are almost exactly the same, but you'll hear at the end of each one, it's slightly different where that little riff comes in. He's a real nowhere man, sitting in his nowhere land, making all his nowhere plans for nobody. Breath. Doesn't have a point of view, knows not where he's going to. Isn't he a bit like you? And bam, 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 bam. So it actually happens exactly on the last word. So it really just means going bum, 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 and straight into this C, F note there on the first fret, second string. Alright, that probably didn't make a lot of sense the way I explained it. but we'll visit it again as we keep playing. Now we're into the chorus. Nowhere Man, Please Listen. And I often end up just plucking the second string, and sometimes it drags onto the third string, and that doesn't matter. It still sounds harmonious. But I'm getting ready. Nobody, nowhere man. Getting ready to put my finger into an E minor shape. So I use my second finger, and then the other fingers place the E minor. Let go for that melody note. Then it's a quick F, and then straight away a D minor. Nowhere man. Then it repeats those two melody notes to lead in. E minor, let go, the first finger, then F, D minor, back again, E minor, and then it's an F with a full F with a C included, and then this third finger is going to play all these melody notes while I'm holding the F. And the final chord is a C5 and a G. So let's play that chorus again. E minor, F, D minor. It's really a D minor, but you're a bit late to hammer on that the finger under on the second fret. Then to a full F. I can let go there while I'm changing chords and get the C5 and a G. Alrighty, let's go right from the very top, because we've almost done all the parts of the song really with those little variations. C, G, F, C, D minor, F minor, and C. The riff. Start again, C, G, F, C, D minor, F minor, and C. That little riff comes in quite quickly. Then E minor, F, D minor, E minor, F with a C up here, let go, and C, G. And this song's strange in that as soon as they've done the very first verse and chorus, they go straight to a lead break. It's quite early, but it's the same chords. So C, then a G, and I'm playing that and then emphasizing the third fret and fifth fret. So C, G, F with playing the melody on the top with your third finger, then a C again, it's just this melody on the second string, D minor, and that's no change here, I'm just strumming from those strings, F minor. I'll play the full F straight away, just the bottom 3 strings, and the note I'm adding is the fourth fret on the second string, and then I'm holding that and then just sliding it down. So I'm letting it drone with the C string, but going back to a C chord. That's all just C by the time it gets to there. Let's play that the lead riff again. F, C, D minor, F minor with that 4th fret note, then sliding it in, and then we're in C. I often do a little pull off there. I'm plucking the 3rd fret, and then as I let go of this note, I'm actually plucking the 2nd string again, and then my strumming hand again hits the bass note and then strums to hit the high octave, so the 2 C's. It's a nice little lead break. It's mainly just following the chords with just a few extra notes. Then we're straight back into the rest of the song. Is pretty well all the same. We've covered it. So most of the verses have the very quick riff come in at the same time as the last word of the lyric. Plays the E minor and D minor chorus, E minor. To F. To C and G. Then the very final time, once again playing the verse. And then it repeats this last phrase, D minor, F minor, and this is another one where it actually finishes the verse before the riff comes in. Making all his nowhere plans for nobody, full C. Making all his nowhere plans for nobody. And the very final repeat of that line, I'm going to play the F up here. So I skip up to the 5th fret, add the 8th fret on the top string. So, but I want to emphasize this, emphasize the bottom string. And then it's a F minor, and that's quite a simple change. Is I'm now going to bar, still on the 8th fret, I'm now going to bar all 3 of these strings and leave the bottom one is still the 5th fret where that finger already was. So it goes from F to F minor, and the very last phrase, my finger's already on the 8th fret. I'm just barring 2 strings and strumming the whole lot, and then that finger slips down to the 7th fret, and it's a C chord just with that note on the top string. So you hear nobody. And as soon as, it's quite quick, as soon as I've gone, I'm jumping back down to the F note to play this melody. And that's in C. So it's really just a quick jump from this C to get to that quick F note, and then the rest of it is just a C. Alright. Another one of their fun songs. It's really interesting use of the chords and playing some of the chords where the note in the melody doesn't quite match, but somehow it does. That's what makes it tricky to figure out, especially that little D minor to F minor, and being able to play the melody notes. But a lot of the main part of the chorus, C, G, F, you're really just playing the notes that are already there in the chord. It's quite straightforward. Good one. All right, hope you have a go at it, and let me know how you do. Cheers.